And coming up, we'll see Justin Jefferson. Always staying busy, he's your league leader in receiving yards. It's the Vikings and the Bears under the lights on Monday night.
I hope everyone took advantage of the Cyber Monday deals. Now it's time to focus on some football. Bears and Vikings underway on Monday night. So here come the Bears to take over on offense behind their third-year quarterback, former Ohio State Buckeye Justin Fields.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Now Fields. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down. Back to throw. They set up the screen to Foreman. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block, or you can do this.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chase Young in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Fields on third down. He'll get that underneath to Herbert, and he will have the Bears first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely, but the mark shows first down. Play action. It's Fields. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Chase Young able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Fields. And his throw is incomplete. You look at his defense for the Vikings. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for, this is what you practice for, this is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the number 1 overall offense in the league.
Third down, throw incomplete as well. Blake Gillikin on a punt now on 4th down. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. They'll start on the ground with Madison. And some room to maneuver. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Moving inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Alexander Madison, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big stroke like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game.
They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Back to throw. Fields out to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. From the gun, here's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. This is fielded at the 27. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they're trying to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper, at least, a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on this schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap, the trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to steer about it.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Here's a give to Madison running right. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Alexander Madison with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced to punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Fields. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
Marcus Davenport from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't...
Fields hit and the ball is loose. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time there's a turnover.
That caught up to it. Cousins now after the fumble recovery. And his throw's going to be incomplete. These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the Vikings who won that one on the road, so they'll look for the sweep here in Minneapolis. Meanwhile, Cousins with a throw here caught by Addison. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Here's Cousins. And he's got it. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll throw again. Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great play there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Vikings take a 3-touchdown lead. Joseph now to add the PAT. And it is now 21-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Complete on the quick throw to Moore. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Out of the gun, Fields.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Cousins to throw it.
And that's complete to K.J. Osborne.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and let a fire under these guys. They got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
First down. Here's Cousins.
And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be second down.
Cousins again. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hawkinson. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Trying the power game with Ham, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. C.J. Ham, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to add on to their first half lead.
Joseph connects on the extra point,
and the route is on here in this first half.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
The Bears going to get one more possession in this first half. And with decent starting field position, they're maybe only a couple completions away from field goal range. On first down, Fields. That'll be caught by Foreman.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Now it's Fields.
And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
A final shot before the break. Fields.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled in the booth ready for quarter number 3.
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead to get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but now before he's across the 35.
The Vikings offense set to go to work to begin this third quarter. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on the way to a lopsided victory.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. Cousins.
Complete. Jefferson to target.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
From the gun, here's Cousins.
This goes out right from Madison.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown.
K.J. Osborne,
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the fourth quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first the second half. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The drive will start with an option going left. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Fields now to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Chase Young. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Taking it about the 36. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. He's been sensational all year. He threw touchdown pass number 45 the last time they had it. We'll see if he can build on that number here. It's 1st and 10. Play fake. Cousins. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action. Cousins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. On the give, this is their fullback. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4.
Came up about a yard short, but I can't help it, Brandon. I love it when the big guy gets the football and he tries to battle his way forward. There's something about those guys carrying the ball and watching people trying to stop them. That's just great theater.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Bears now ready to take over again. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one will go for 9 yards and a 1st down on the keeper. Foreman powering ahead. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. In motion left goes Jones. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. Powering forward. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. Now Fields. Pass complete to Moore. Touchdown, Chicago! DJ Moore, 49 yards. And the Bears are able to claw one back. Gold able to tack on the extra point. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Powering his way forward. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Second down, 8 to go from the 28. They'll go Madison up the middle. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. Sheds off the tackle. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 155 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Going to run with Madison again. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 15-yard line. From the red zone now, Cousins. He'll buy some time right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Play action now. Cousins sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one hit.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here's Fields. Dropping this underneath with Herbert.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And now defensively they're going to timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Fields to throw on 3rd and 1.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
This defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles. They picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things up, because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter, and Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball, and sometimes even your special teams, and that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
3rd and long. It's Fields. That's complete to his running back, Herbert.
And the stiff arm proved fruitful for a second, but the daylight quickly snuffed out. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night.
And we'll see what he can do on the return. 8 yards on the return. Punt of 41. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. And they take a knee. Fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Minnesota, the